Welcome back. If there's anyone who knows about the stressful environment of the kitchen, it's Michelin-starred chef Jean-Christophe Novelli. In a programme tonight, Jean-Christophe finds out what really happens when chefs can't stand the heat.
The show takes 3 volunteers with stressful jobs and puts them into the kitchen of a top restaurant. Will their rising stress levels spoil the broth? Jean-Christophe Novelli is here. We'll be chatting in just a second. Let's take a look at how the volunteers do in their stint in the real Hell's Kitchen.
Now, I would have to ask you, which one is more stress? Yourself as a teacher or a chef?
Definitely teaching.
Okay. Have you been in the kitchen before?
I'm in the kitchen every day. I cook for my family.
What about you, Jan?
I think there's 2 different sorts of stress. Time stress, you are more stressed than I am. Intellectually, probably I'm more stressed.
My job is definitely more stressful because, let's face it, no one's going to hopefully die in your kitchen, whereas they could well do when I go to work,
So they all think their jobs are more stressful. But learning the skills was only half the challenge. Our volunteers don't know it yet, but Jean-Christophe Novelli is not finished with them.
No, indeed, and you put them all into a very high-pressured kitchen at a top restaurant. And it's interesting there that they all think their job is more stressful than being a chef. And how do they get on?
Obviously, I can't tell you, because this is the suspense. The only thing I can say, I was amazed having 3 different characters in the different professions, clearly very different, coming to my world of cooking or hospitalities. And what is funny is 2 out of the 3 are relatively fit. They do regular exercise. 1 obviously less. 2 work as a team, 1 by himself. And the results are phenomenal because obviously, you know, we give them stress monitors. I am very comfortably behind a monitor with Professor Angela Clos, who also, both of us keep on shrinking the records. And we can see what's happening, the sense of anticipation in a really, you know, high-class, very busy kitchen.
Well, I think we can see a little glimpse of how they got on. Let's have a look at this now.
On the grill section, Julia's heart rate has doubled.
2 months fish, 2 minutes, chef. 4 minutes, chef.
And it seems like the heat is starting to get to Sabra as well.
Right now, please. Try to speed up a bit. How's it going in here? Let me see. Look at the garlic is burning, Sarah. Look at that. Look at that. Look at the garlic. It's quite black, isn't it?
Sorry, chef.
It's not good.
Start again.
She should be on the next Hell's Kitchen. Contestant. She's got a job.
Oh, okay.
The thing is, Jean-Christophe, is it the business of cooking that is stressful, or is it the fact that there are people always shouting at you saying, is it ready, is it ready? Because that would in itself just make you get stressed, wouldn't it?
I think it's many different elements who make the stress factor. I believe, I mean, after 30 years of experience, I have to say, and also very privileged to be the guest chef on ITV tonight, 8 o'clock, is the fact that I'm talking from experience as many as her colleagues. And it's because constantly it's about perfection, against the time, against the clock, pardon. Nobody knows nothing, how many people is going to turn up. It's relatively always fully booked, but there's people who are delayed, you know, and so on. There's always you're dealing with nature, good produce. You cannot keep things too long on a plate. Therefore, you are basically in a ring on your own against many things around you. And before, I think it's the pride. When you have your name on the front door of an establishment, you cannot afford to take prisoners. And those people, I can agree, they come from also a high level of stress, different professions. The teacher, sorry, we've got an IT consultant, as you know, a doctor, and also a teacher. Very different in a society. But sorry, you were going to say?
No, I was just thinking that part of the purpose of the report is not just to show sort of ordinary people and how they experience the stress in the kitchen. It's also to show the toll that stress takes on chefs. And many of your colleagues in the programme actually talking about the fact that with easy access to alcohol and sometimes with the money to access drugs, those are sometimes the routes that chefs can go down.
Thank you for saying this, because effectively the hospitality is probably the most stressful job can exist. I think 7 out of 10 person working in the industry end up taking drugs, sadly, alcohols also, and so on. And I think it's something that you cannot actually control that. There is a fabulous interview from Michael Quinn, who used to be the chef from the Ritz, a fabulous chef, by the way. And you can see it's somebody who has been through the accident of being involved and, taking taking alcohol, basically, and has managed to recover very rapidly, very well, and also now is in a position to help others, which is fabulous.
Jean-Christophe, we are out of time. Thank you so much for coming this morning. Tell us about the programme.
Don't miss it. It's fabulous.
Jean-Christophe, thanks very much indeed. Lovely to see you. 12 minutes past 9. Let's have a look at the bank holiday weather now with Louise.
Yeah, you want stress? Try predicting the weather.